Hello, and welcome back to another episode of One Idiot, One Console, because the other one's at work. Obviously today we're playing a bit more Timberborn. Which I do not remember what in the hell we did the last episode, other than I know we put in showers, so we'll find out as it happens, I'm sure. Oh damn, we are close to out of water. Okay, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. Alright, cool. So we're not in a drought or a bad water season, which is good. Those stay closed a lot longer than I figured. Cool, works for me. Okay, yeah, we were setting up explosives, so I guess I could check over here. I don't remember what layer it's at. Whoop, taskbar. Okay, so I already have all of that set to high priority. I wonder why they haven't just done this area. Alright, whatever, I guess. Alright. So we're making alright progress over there. Can they reach the inside of that from over here? Not really. Well, I could reach it from here. I'm kind of wondering if it would be useful to get them over to this. Yeah, you know what? I'll build something to get them over there just to see how it goes. If it speeds things up, I've only done myself a favor. Alright. See how long it takes them to get on that. We're still doing great on planks, actually, for once in our lives. For once in my life, the planks are not an issue. Are we building another? Yes, we are. Are we not getting noises? There it is. Alright, what else? They can reach these, can't they? Yeah, they can. We'll have them build those real quick. As soon as we get our little industrial area done over here, my intent is to start doing bots so that we can really start improving the happiness of the beavers, which will be nice. Yeah, anybody tired's getting stuck all the way out here, which blows for them, but there's not a lot I can do. Trying to make their path as efficient as possible. Oh, there's no point in that. I wouldn't be able to get past there. Okay, that doesn't matter. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do to get them over there faster. I guess I could turn this into a zipline station if I wanted. Or just put one, like, right there. Yeah, okay, that could work. Let's go ahead and, not emergency priority that, but we'll raise it. And then I'll just go ahead and probably use the route I already have set up. Oh, maybe I could do that. I don't know, whatever. We'll find out when we get there. Got a lot of metal going. That's good. How many people do I have in here? Only the one. Damn. Okay. Huh? Yeah, might as well. We've got enough beavers. Let's go see how the reservoir is doing. Reservoir is doing well. Double check that I like these. Yeah, okay, so that'll close, or open rather, above downstream depth. Yeah, so it'll only open when it gets to that. Where's that sticking at 6, and eventually it'll get to the top and overflow. What are we doing down here? 6 again? Yeah, that's fine. nothing gets in there. Of course. Of course. Oh, good, we're doing alright over here, too. Oh, no, this is the spot that I... Jesus. Sorry, my brain thought that I was looking at this spot. Not over there. Dumb. Get rid of that eventually, and that'll turn into more farm area, probably. We're doing good on wood. And on food. Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about anything right now, which is a nice change of pace. We're just waiting on them to do all of the explosives, which would be really nice if they would build this. Oh good, that's done. Okay. Wood. Ah. Okay, that's the one I want to get rid of. Can I connect to that? Probably. I don't think I care that much. Alright, let's see if they start using this station at all. Yeah, it looks like they're using it. Good. I have done something good. Alright. Helpful. What do I have over here? Okay, so that's still got berries. That's still got pine resin. Okay, yeah, that's fine. What's this over here? Maple pastries. Have I even started production of that yet? Yeah, because I got the maples over here. And this. Which we'll go ahead and raise. I know I keep raising the priority of everything. Alright, so that's been raised. These are done, so I can go ahead and... I think I might want this to be able to go over there. But then I am going to go ahead and... So none of that should be marked for cutting, which is good. Let's unmark for planting this last row, and we'll let them spread as they feel like spreading. Which these should start filling into. Yeah, look, there they go. Let's go check on this, because we did this a couple of episodes ago. Yeah, that's spreading well. Good, good. Oak. I like reading the little flavor texts for them. In Beaver fairy tales, dandelions are known for their melodic voices. Yay, overflowing. Which hopefully we should get some more going here. Which will eventually lead to this being something that they have to swim to. Curious how they're doing on aesthetics. Yeah, pretty much everybody. Okay, so we've done good on that. They'll just need more Lidos and detailers and everything else as that happens. Carousel needs power, so we'll just... We might even turn that old power section over here once we've moved all of the... once we've moved all of the stuff that I'm doing over there, whatever. Into the new... Oh, once we've moved all of the industrial stuff into the new industrial area, we'll probably move some stuff that requires power into there. So, things like the carousel will go over there. Books we could be making with a thing, which will have to go into the other industrial area. I could start building something like Farmer's Monument or Brazier of Bonding. I don't think I intend on creating any more beavers, and if I do, I'll probably just put them further out into the water here. Why have I only got that there? Oh yeah, because I'm waiting to double check that this still works when it's completely and totally underwater. Okay, yeah, once that happens, I'm gonna connect these three together and start a different line. So we might actually just wait for this to go under for a little bit. The water always seems to fill up so much faster than it, or slower than it drains. Alright, there we go. We're gonna overtop this in a second here, which that's still working, so. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Let's go ahead and, the poor guy. I'm sorry. It'll be interesting to see what happens. And see what happens to this guy. Oh, he fell. Oh no. Okay, hang on. I gotta build down to you. He just needs to be able to just get rid of the water so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, the poor guy. Is he just on his back down there? I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Let's go ahead and emergency priority that. At least they don't drown. That'd be really, really annoying. Okay, there he goes. Good job, buddy. You figured out how to get out. Ah, the flavor text. Well, this is, I think, maybe the most water we've ever gotten into this second reservoir, so that's good. I was hoping for a little bit more before the end of the day, but we'll see how far it actually gets. Now we're using that, which is excellent. They'll probably all use it to go to work in the morning and come home. It's fun to watch them all leave in the morning. It's just hella beavers all of a sudden. I want to see if we use this, because there's, like, probably 100... Yeah, we did the math. There was, like, what, 90 beavers that lived here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Yeah, like 100 beavers live over here. So it'll be fun to watch them all go out in the morning. Because I predict a lot of them will use this, but they only really have 2 ways that they would probably go. We'll really find out how much use this thing's gonna get in a little bit here. A lot. Yay! Uh-oh. The hell was that? Well, it didn't do anything too bad, but damn, what the fuck? I might have to make this wall taller. Okay. Damn it, taskbar. Let's start, like, here. Okay, and then how do they get here? That's gonna be a bit of a distance. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build... Will it let me? No. Ah! I think it'll just be easier if we do it this way, because then I don't have to worry about it. Can I do this over these? Not really. No, okay, I can. Nice. Alright, and then I just need to be able to get over this way. Alright, and then that way they should be able to get over there at some point, which I'm not super worried about that right now, because it, you know, it didn't do very much. Damn, I lowered this and it's still not underwater. Well, we just gained a lot more water into here this time, so hopefully that'll be enough to be useful. During the dry season, we'll see what happens here. We'll go check on this over here. Oh, good, they're making progress. Oop. There we go. And we'll do... We'll see what that looks like from the top now. Yeah, we're starting to crack it open a little bit. Beavers are injured, construction lacks materials, building lacks materials. What does that mean? Oh yeah, probably can't get the maple, that's fine. Oh, yeah, which I should really be putting a little storage for... I might already be doing that. I am doing that. It's fine. Have we started with this guy? Yes, we have. Maple supply. Go ahead and get that done. This isn't nearly as long of a bad tide as I feel like we've had recently. That's good. Hoping to get this area done so that I can get back there and start with these. Which I should really be building a zip line out to here as well. Because whatever this is, I'm sure it'll be important somehow. Let's see. Oh shit, that's already going that way. Okay, new zip line required. Where would be like a useful location? Yeah, I mean, I can detonate this and put it right there. Good. Come on. There we go. Why are we not picking these up? No storage space. Cool. Alright, that's fine. That'll kind of just slowly condense as we do our thing here. Damn it, I like being able to see the water. The water. I'm glad this is getting use. I'll probably use that one to build over to some other area around here. I'll have to see what turns green when I finally do flood this area. Which I'll also have to turn these into sluices. No, I wouldn't have to. I could just knock those down and the dam down here function. Okay, yeah, not worried about it. Figuring it out. I'm gonna turn this one into more planks because I could just build another one later, it'll fit there. That should hopefully lead to all of the planks over here finally getting picked up. Okay, there should be storage available. I just made storage happen. Hello, guys. I put it to the wrong thing, didn't I? No, I didn't. What is happening? I am confused. Okay. I guess we vibe. We'll figure it out eventually. I mean, what part of that isn't storage? Okay, there goes that. But there's no storage available for the planks. Why is there no storage available for those planks, but there's storage available for these planks? I'm confused. If I do that, will it change things? No. Alright, I broke the game. Cool. How much of over here is visible? Not much. That's an interesting choice. Good job, guys. Damn it. Again with the damn taskbar. Cut the path. Whoop. Wait, no. Because I don't want to delete the bombs. Get some daylight in here. Alright, and now I repath. Not doing this at all yet. Hopefully we'll have these done soon. Seems like they can reach that. Cool, cool. Again with the taskbar, damn it. I don't know why that annoys me as much as it does. Alright, that's good. We're about to be done with that. Oh, we're doing fine on scrap. See how we're doing on wet fur. Yeah, we're doing okay. That's almost everybody. That should just pick up with the more free time these guys have. I might do a detailer. Yeah. I've got all the stuff that I need for it to work, so... I like to have 4 of them and set them all to different things. Because I think it's fun to see how many beavers end up with which one. They'll get to that when they get to it. Alright, what else can I do? I could start putting together a dance hall. Do I know where I'd want to put that? How big are these again? Big. I mean, I could fit them, like, out here. Easy. It'd be a little bit of a hike. But also not a bad usage of otherwise empty space. Yeah, and they can totally use this zip line right here, which I'll go ahead and add a staircase right here while I'm thinking about it, so that they can get down a little bit more efficiently. Which I know that was gonna irrigate all of this, but it'll still... something will happen over here, it'll be fine. Okay, what else? So we've got the agora. Oh yeah, contemplation spot's easy. Yes. We'll shove in several of those in a couple of different places and let them do that. Because we've got some spots here that don't really have anything going on in them and don't have enough room to have much of use. I know this is my crop field, I'm putting a couple there. Which is not a bad thing anyway, it got me thinking about it. See if they'll build, if they can plant all the way out to there. I'm not sure if they can. If not, I guess I could just irrigate along this. Okay, they will plant that far. Cool. Okay, I was wondering if there was a reason we just missed that spot. I mean, it doesn't really matter what this guy prioritizes. We are almost done. They'll have a proper zip line. Eventually they'll be able to... Oh, cool. Perfect. Whenever they get that tree, she can reach it, and it's marked for cutting. Perfect. I like unmarking the areas that don't need to be. just feels neater to my brain. Like, I know I'm not ever really gonna see that, but it feels better. Really? You did... Okay. Let's see if we can get some logs out of here real quick. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow in the hopes that he grabs the tree I want him to do. Is he almost done with this area anyway? Yeah. I don't know why he wouldn't prioritize the closest tree, but sure. Is there other storage for the metal right now? Not really. We'll see if we can get some out of there anyway. Definitely don't really need the mine going, so I'm actually going to pause that while I'm thinking about it, because then we'll get more... Ah, Jesus. Don't scare me like that. The cat. So we'll see if we can get some of this out of here. Would you stop with those? Okay, fuck it. Stop. Oh, he already did that one anyway. God damn it. When did you do that? Yeah, you know, I think I'd like to get this done here pretty soon. Just to see what this area looks like. Green, if nothing else. That'll be nice. Alright, let's recheck on these guys. Oop, too far. Alright. Other than that... I'm just gonna prioritize fucking everything. I wonder if there's a reason they're not doing the middle section. Yeah, it's probably the order in which I did it. Whatever. You know what? Fuck it. I want him to do this first so we can get some moisture into here. Moisturize me. If you get it, I like you. Who am I kidding? Fucking everybody gets that. If you don't get that, I don't understand you. How about? How much do these cost? Oh, just logs? We should get those done. Okay, I'm gonna get the... I think these are just... These are either med beds or contemplation spots. Either way, they're helpful. But yeah, no, I want to get the contemplation spots done, because those cost, like, nothing. and then that'll just raise everybody's well-being. We're doing alright on water. As predicted, this is holding water a lot longer than that is, so this will be a good backup. What is that guy going so slow? Weird. Alright. Well, yet again, we're pretty much just waiting. Just waiting on everybody else to figure out what's going on. Kinda started this. I guess I probably should have put in a little log pile from the start here. Let's have one obtain for sure. And I think I'll just leave the... No, I'm not going to leave the other one neutral. Let's have them both obtained so that we can get them over to that dam faster. Because like I said, I would really, really like to see this area flooded and green. Probably means I need to start thinking about another reservoir. Oh yeah, and then over here, I talked to... Okay. So there's... So I need this. Can I build these over this? There's some way that I can do this, and I'm figuring it out. Hang on. Finding out if I can build a... Perfect. Alright. So... Close above contamination. 1%. And then... Yet again, music coming in with the... I have no idea how I wound up that way. Yet again, music coming in with the things that I really need to know. Alright, so we'll get them to tunnel out that way. And then I gotta figure out... There we go. That might be a bit much. Bless me. Okay, so if I put that there, and then I can put overhangs at that level, which let's go ahead and see what an overhang at that level would look like so I can kind of plan it out. So that would be up to there. which I could then just build levees, I believe, right in front of here and on top of the sluice, which should work. Let's see if it would be worthwhile. Can I put a staircase here? Probably got a path there. Yep. Can I put a staircase off of that? Yes. Okay, so let's say we go ahead and we get rid of this and we get rid of this. And then we go ahead and we take our levees and we put them like that. And then we path over this way. So in that way, things are already moving. Which will need 2 more levees here. And then eventually the levees will come back this way. Yeah, I could move the bridge over there, but honestly I think it's easier in my... yeah, there's no reason to be inefficient. Let's not be. Okay, so... Is 3 enough? No, I would need 4. Which is fine. I have the science to unlock that. Okay, so there's that. And then these other 2 will likely need to be 4 as well. And then if I put this on those, that should work. Cool. And so it begins. That's an issue. Okay, hang on. We'll get rid of that. And repath. Oh, no, yeah. I could just, well, okay, hang on. Because then the next thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to probably want to get some way to get over here. Okay, so what if I take them up this way, and then I could do a zip line, like, straight to that, with that. They should be able to reach that. And then where would I have that land? Okay, I see the problem. Cool. Alright, there's that. Good, okay. So, in theory, nothing can get out anywhere now, right? I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that over here, nothing can happen. I know I don't need to path that, I just feel like doing it. I'll give them a way down right here. Okay, then where else would the water go? So, come in here, it would go up this way. that would just end there. If I undam that, it could come through this way, which is fine. Okay, so even if I undam that, that's good. Alright, yeah. Cool. I don't think there's any reason they need this thing. I'm gonna wait until the drought's over to demolish it, but yeah, once the water starts coming through again, I can demolish these. No problem. I think I'll wait until the next drought just to make sure, or like the, you know, whatever the next thing is, just to make sure that it's gonna do what I want it to do, but other than that. Which that will just have to wait until the next episode, it's looking like. We have indeed hit time. Well, as always, thank you for joining me. I do genuinely appreciate your company. I hope you have a good day, night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!